gather here today, on this day, April 25th, to celebrate the marriage of Catherine Shattle and Ethan Groce. April 25th, 2020, the 5-year anniversary of the start of your relationship. The day that was totally worth the 2-year engagement, waiting for this day, your perfect day. And don't worry, I think we can still tear most of the pages out of the guest book to make it feel a little bit better. But this situation that we find ourselves in currently brings upon your first challenge as a married couple, and one that we can all learn a lesson from. What will we do when things don't go as expected? When life challenges us, how will we respond? We have seen over the past several weeks some of the challenges that life presents. And now, on this perfect day that was totally worth the wait for, we get to see how you respond to the first challenge of this marriage. And by being here today, on this beautiful day, here in the backyard, you are able to respond. Today, we see that life goes on, and that even when things are not going to plan, by prioritizing your love for one another, you can overcome these obstacles that you will face throughout your life. And while this day, April 25th, the perfect day, may serve as an anniversary or a benchmark of your lives together, it is important to remember that it is just a day. This is an ordinary day in a currently unordinary world. But while the day may be ordinary, the reason we gather is different. We are gathered for something extraordinary. This union of Katie and Ethan. And what a beautiful way to celebrate the union of two wonderful people gathered here, surrounded by family. Your parents, Janetta, Paul, and Susan, who have supported you throughout this relationship. I mean, I know that I've done a lot. Courtney, the other animals. We all came together today to this backyard to witness this blossoming of love as you begin your new lives together. And while currently we can only celebrate this wedding with this lovely group of people, it's also important to remember those who are here in spirit. From those family members and friends who cannot be here with us, who have either passed away or must be at a distance for the common good of us all. While there are a few here now, there are plenty more that support this marriage. Special shout out to my YouTube subscribers. Make sure to like and smash that like button. The love that you two have for each other has guided you to this decision to get married. And it shows that you are committed to the relationship that you have together. A committed relationship in which you promise to support each other throughout your endeavors in life. I've been able to see throughout these years you support each other, being able to rely on each other during the low times and care for each other, knowing that the other will be there for you when you need them the most. It is your love that is the driving force that led to this marriage today. After all, the reason that this marriage exists is as a demonstration for the love that you share, to inform the world that you love each other and are committed to each other for a lifetime. It is evident that you love each other and work well together in this relationship. But what you have done together is great. What we are here to celebrate is what you have not yet done together. In this act of matrimony, we are here to celebrate the future of this family. In the remaining hours of this day, we welcome and celebrate what your life together will be. As a married couple, there will be numerous challenges that you will face. Personal sacrifices to make, arguments to be had, mistakes to be made. But by being here together right now, you are making the decision to put your love for each other as the highest priority of your life. That you will work together to overcome these obstacles. That you will communicate your issues with one another so that this marriage can succeed, so that you two can succeed together. And just as it is important to communicate your issues with one another, it is equally important to communicate your love for one another throughout all the highs and lows that you will face together throughout your life. to be kind to each other, to encourage each other, to be patient with one another, to laugh and to celebrate together, to be there for each other no matter what. If you are willing to accept these new responsibilities together, then there is nothing that this marriage cannot overcome. Now, that being said, we will now recite vows that you've chosen as a display of your love and commitment to one another.
I take you as you are, loving who you are now and who you are yet to become. I promise to listen to you and learn from you, to support you and accept your support. I will celebrate your triumphs and mourn your losses as though they were my own. I will love you and have faith in your love for me through all the years and all that life may bring.
Beautifully put.
Amber?
I take you as you are, loving who you are now and who you are yet to become. I promise to listen to you and learn from you, to support you and accept your support. I will celebrate your triumphs and mourn your losses as though they were my own. I will love you and have faith in your love for me through all our years and all that life may bring.
Well done. You know, when I was trying to think of what I wanted to say here today, I was having a really hard time. So I went in search of inspiration, and I found it. You can get the rest. Now, Webster's dictionary defines wedding as the fusing of two metals with a hot torch. Well, you know something? I think that you guys are two metals. Gold medals. Now that we did that, we will now be exchanging rings as a sign of the eternal bond that you will share together. This is a free one. Okay. Oh, we were doing this. Ethan, do you take this bride to be your lawfully wedded wife through sickness and in health, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Katie, do you take this groom to be your lawfully wedded husband through sickness and in health, so long as you both shall live? Now, with the powers invested in me by the great state of Texas, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss your bride. Katie and Ethan, it is your love for one another that brought you here today, and that same love shall lead you throughout the rest of your lives together and take you anywhere you'd like to go. It is now my great honor to present for the first time as a married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Groce.
Congratulations.
And now we proceed out.